You are experiencing some of the difficult times and you're thinking, why is it happening to me? Today, I wanted to come on and talk about an experience I had, which almost showed me a lot of things which I wasn't seeing. A lot of things which were an enlightenment for me, life-changing moments, and really shifted the way I saw a lot of things. I wanted to share this learning from you because it could be that you are experiencing some of the difficult times and you're thinking, why is it happening to me? Why again? Why again? You know why again? Because life wants us to heal. And when we don't heal from the things that happened in our past, those things keep repeating themselves over and over again. If you see the bigger picture is for us to heal. And if you think from the law of resonance or law of attraction point of view, we attract who we are. Until we navigate around and deal with those beliefs and release those beliefs, end up creating more of the same. And the reason it happens is because life wants us to heal. Life is conspiring for us to heal. We came to this world as a whole, as a complete whole, as a full person, and then we got wounded along the way. We were told you're not good enough, this and that, and things happened that we held on to. And then we lost that wholeness somewhere. That's always there, but we started seeing ourselves differently. Now the things are happening in our life which are our biggest pain points, whether it's to do with money, whether it's to do with relationship, whether it's to do with certain aspect. Anything that is happening wants us to heal. Once we really face it, instead of being that experience and trying to fight, flight, or freeze with it, right? Really facing it head on and saying, what am I supposed to heal? This is something that happened to me. I had a really tough experience in my life. I was fighting it. I was in pain. You know why the pain happens and things don't go the way? That is something to do which happened in our past, and we hold the beliefs which are supporting that idea, and it's being created again and again. When it happens again, it hurts us even more. And the reason being because it's coming back on the same wound, right? And it hurts. It's bleeding. It's hurting. And all you want to do at that time is to just somehow put a band-aid, just like hide our wound, just not let it happen, or we fight it. We don't want to face it. We don't want to heal it. We just want to decrease the pain somehow, or we want to distract ourselves. What if we say, you know what, this is asking me to heal, to become the whole that I was meant to be, that I was born as, right? And when we really face it, that's the beautiful part. I kept fighting it for a day. It was making me feel a bit down, and I was thinking, oh my God, this is so bad. Why is it so painful for me? Maybe for somebody else it may not be that bad. Why it's hurting me so much? And then I had a moment of enlightenment that it is happening again and again and again for me to heal. Right? It is happening so that I shift my belief, I shift my perception, and I shift the way I see myself and the world around me. And I create a different meaning from my experiences, my human experience, so that I can go towards that wholeness again. All the things that happen to us, whether it feels like, oh, our relationships don't work, or this relationship is very hard, or we don't get enough love, or people say those things, all the past recreates itself over and over again until we heal. All our childhood experiences, whether it has got to do with money, whether it's got to do with relationships, whether it's got to do with people, it repeats itself until we get over it, and we shift our beliefs, and we shift our identity, and we shift the way we see ourselves. And it's really a way to heal and become whole again, right? How can we heal? How can we shift all those things? I share 2 very powerful tools with my clients, and I do it myself, which really help. Please go in the past, see your inner child, hug your inner child. Go in that very moment, time travel back in your imagination, and hug your inner child and say you're okay. It wasn't your fault. It has nothing to do with you. It was the situation, it was the circumstance, and you are perfect. And almost heal your child yourself. Other way, which is even more powerful than the first way, is to revisit those things which hurts us, right? Which shape the way we look at life now. And relive that that experience in a different way now. So create a different way. For example, when you were growing up, you didn't get some love from a relationship, then see yourself getting unconditional love from that relationship at that point in time. Revisit it, because our mind doesn't know the difference between what is real and what is imagined. You can recreate a new experience out of that. The more we feel it, the more we are going to change the code, change the wire, change the neural pathway. Now that is going to be a new experience at that time, and our mind is going to remember that. This is how we are going to shift our beliefs. So beliefs about how much love, how worthy we are, how good we are, how is our relationship with money, with people, with everything. These things are going to change and reshape themselves. Let me tell you this. When we get to that point, there's a lot of resistance. We don't want to do that, because when we go and try to do it, it's like you're first opening the wound, and opening the wound is very hard. It's painful. And then seeing that thing again and then reliving it, it takes to be a really bigger person to face it head on and try to heal. It's not easy, but it's so worth it. One of my clients did it, and she said to me that it was so emotional, but it was so beautiful. I could relive my childhood again. I could be that happy, lucky, fun-loving girl again. I could just express myself fully again. It was so beautiful. And now I'm feeling it. And now my days are being inspired by that vision instead of the memory I held for so long, I held onto. That makes me think that what is past? Past is just a memory in our mind, right? It's nothing else. It's not real. It's just a memory in our mind. We can rewrite that memory and we can heal from it, because until we really, really heal and shift our perception, shift our identity, shift our relationship with us, those things will happen again and again and again, because we attract who we are. We don't attract what we want. Those things will keep recurring in our life. Why is it that those people who have a very difficult childhood attract a very difficult marriage, attract a very difficult relationship? Because that is the familiar path. That's what they end up. That's what they attract. That's what they choose, because it's familiar. So going in the unfamiliar route, creating a different experience is hard, but it's totally, totally worth it. Whatever you're experiencing a challenge with right now, whether it's a relationship, whether it's with yourself, your body, your identity, money, whatever it is, can connect it right back to the past from where it's coming. What was that human experience we had? Then relive it in a different way, and you see how beautifully you can heal. I hope that was helpful, because that's what I'm doing now, and it's really helping me and helps my clients. Now coming from that place that I become aware when these things happen, instead of just fighting them and ignoring them and trying to distract myself. Now it's time to really face our human experience and say, I can change it. I can rewrite a new story. I can rewrite a new experience. It's all in my hands. Such a beautiful thing to do.